Hi guys, my name is Paris. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sucking on a cough drop because one of my tonsils is inflamed. I don't know, I woke up this morning and I was like, my throat hurts for some reason, like a stabbing pain. I haven't been to the doctor. Could be tonsillitis, could be strep throat, could be absolutely nothing, could be my allergies. I don't know, I guess we'll see. Also woke up from a nap, so I'm still waking up. We'll get there though. I'm starting a new segment on my channel. It's really original. No one's ever done it before. It's called Media of the Week, okay? If you listen to Emergency Intercom, they do this. I don't know if they still do. I haven't listened to them in, honestly, a couple years. It might have been since high school. Whoa. Anyway, but I always loved this segment because I just loved knowing what Enya and Drew were listening to or watching or whatever at that time of the week. And so I thought I would do this segment on my channel every Sunday as, I don't know, for anyone to put on the background when they wind down, or just, I'm not sure how long the videos are gonna be. It might get to my 20-minute videos that I usually do, or it might just be 10, I'm not sure. If I ever get a hyperfixation on something, the video might honestly be an hour and a half because I can yap so long if I'm really interested in something. I have it in categories in my notes. I don't know if I'll keep this list how it is, but I have music, then TV, YouTube, games, and books. And I thought I could just talk about it and give you guys some recommendations, and in the comments you could do the same, or we can just talk about it. So yeah, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun. So to start with, I'm gonna move over here so that I can put pictures of whatever I'm talking about here. To start with, for music, I have Dude Looks Like a Lady by Aerosmith. I play pickleball with my parents sometimes in the mornings, and this was playing on the speakers, and I forgot how good of a song it is. My next song is Dr. Feelgood by Motley Crue. Again, a song I forgot how good it is. I am posting on my story an album every day. It's like this, I don't know, prompt that someone made up. And I believe the prompt for that day was an album that's green. And I have the song on my rock playlist, and I just haven't listened to it in a while. I forgot how good it is. And then this song, honestly, this might be one of my new most played songs for Spotify Wrapped already whenever it comes around. This is Particles by Nothing But Thieves. I was singing it in the shower today, so I thought I would add it on here, but I'm honestly always thinking about this song. It is so good. Sorry, I thought I had to crack my camera. I was about to
actually lose it.
Moving on to TV. Rewatched Daisy Jones and the Six for the third or fourth time. I introduced my mom to it because it is such a good show, guys. If you've seen this meme or this GIF, that's what it's from, Daisy Jones and the Six. The last line of the show, having Camilla being like, I think it's the last, no, it's not the last line because more stuff. I'm gonna try not to spoil anything I talk about, but if I do spoil, I'll put a spoiler warning. But the last line from a certain character in the show being, besides you two still owe me a song, like, whew, I'm not sure if that's the exact quote, but if you know, you know, and it's just like, so yeah, basically Daisy Jones and the Six, if you don't know, is a book first, and it's based on, whoa, Stevie Nicks. What is this band called? Thunder Only. What? Hold on. Guys, don't yell at me. Stop yelling at me. Fleetwood Mac, holy crap. It's based loosely off of Fleetwood Mac and their story, I believe. Anyway, I'm pretty sure. And it's 70s rock. It's so good. There's so much drama and it's really real. The acting in it is incredible. The plot, amazing. If you love a band biopic type movie or show, you will love Daisy Jones and the Six. I feel like I could compare it to Almost Famous. I don't know, literally just like, it's like any other band biopic, and it's incredible. And the 70s vibes in it are so good. When I watched it for the first time with my roommates, I think for the next couple days, we all dressed in 70s outfits and did our hair in the 70s. I think I cut my bangs, like. I'll also insert a picture or a video of me reacting to the end. So watch it. Next for TV, I am also rewatching Shameless. I haven't honestly watched anything new in 5 ever. I started rewatching Shameless a while ago while I was working, and then my mom and I ended Bridgerton and Daisy Jones and the Six, and we were looking for another show to watch. I tried to get her into Fleabag, but I don't think it grasped her that much. Maybe I'll try again later. But she wants to rewatch Shameless, and she would watch an episode on and off with me for a while, but now we have started from the beginning and we're gonna watch the whole thing through. Honestly, a show that is good for the whole way through. I know that's controversial, I guess, to say because of the 10th and the 11th season and what happens there. If you know, you know. I think it's good the whole way through. I honestly just watched the last episode for the first time a couple months ago when I was still in school, and I have watched, like, I started watching the show probably a few years ago. That's a common theme. I didn't watch the last episode of The Walking Dead 2 like 2 years after I finished watching it because it's not over unless I say it is. So yeah, I'm rewatching Shameless. Really good show. To like describe Shameless, it's just about a Southside Chicago family. It's really good. If you watch The Bear, like Jeremy Allen White's in that too. I've only watched the first season, but from watching the first season of The Bear, I feel like it's kind of the same vibes as Shameless. Just different time periods, obviously, because it came out at different times. It's really heavy at times, so I found that I couldn't really watch a lot of episodes in one sitting, at least the first time that I watched it. Now that I know everything that happens, I can run through that shit. But yeah, every actor that is on that show should have won an award at some point. It's an amazing show, and it's definitely a good binge watch. So definitely recommend. Moving on to what I've watched on YouTube this week. A lot, but I pinned it down to just 2. I've been watching, again while I'm working, Mark, Bob, and Wade's Chained Together series. I don't know how they make that interesting because it's just them doing an obstacle course and they're just chained together, but their commentary is hilarious. So I made it through like 4 videos of them playing that. I honestly love pretty much any game that Bob, Mark, and Wade play together. I think they're so funny. I also listen to their podcast, but I'll probably talk about that in another media of the week, so I'm not gonna bring it up now. And then the other YouTube video that I have down, or the other channel that I have down, is the 87 Art Guy 14 has posted videos of ASMR Arette, and she posted videos I think like 14 to 10 years ago, and they are so tingly. Her voice is so good. It's kind of like unintentional ASMR slash, what am I looking for? Lo-fi ASMR. And it's just so relaxing. For some reason, she reminds me of Emma Watson. I honestly can't even remember right now if she's British or not. I don't think so. I think it's just how, like, her cadence in which she speaks, I guess. I don't know. She's also just, she seems like a very kind woman. And so I've watched pretty much all of her videos. The specific one that I want to mention is the Valentine's Day ASMR video. That video, I was trying not to fall asleep. Like, I needed to turn it off and watch Mark, Bob, and Wade play Chained Together so I wouldn't fall asleep at work. That's my YouTube section. Moving on, I have my games section. So I was gonna play this. Okay, so actually let me talk about this first. I have a new upload schedule. I'm gonna be posting Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Tuesday and Thursday, I haven't decided if one of those days is just gonna be strictly games and another one of those days is just gonna kind of be whatever I want. Or if they're both gonna be game days, I think it's just gonna be up in the air, not sure. I think I will always try to play 1 game a week though. So we'll see. I also wanna start streaming on Twitch, but I don't have a camera for my monitor. And I do not have the moolah to buy one right now, so soon. Soon. But anyway, the game that I have is Nomad Drive. It's a demo. Downloaded it for free. It's basically just, what I remember reading is it's an apocalyptic world and you're building an escape van, or you're just building a van to drive around, a car, I'm not sure. But I tried playing it on Thursday or Wednesday, I don't know. I can't remember, it might have been Friday, to be honest. What day is it even today? I tried playing it and I don't know, mind you, it's a demo, so it's still in development. But I don't know if I just wasn't doing something right, but I cannot complete my task because I couldn't find the things to complete my tasks. So I think I'm gonna try playing it again not on camera just to see if I can figure it out. Or I'm just gonna try again on camera, and maybe there was a bug when I was playing it the first time, or it's a user error. I feel like that's very possible if you watch my videos. But I thought the concept was great. I love the animation, or the what's it called in games? I don't know. I guess it is animation in games, but it's not actual. The pixels are nice. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. The art is great. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I love how the game looks. So I'm gonna try playing it again, and hopefully I can succeed at something. Okay, like I had like 5 different tasks, could not complete one of them. I have a feeling it's my fault, so we'll see. And then to finish this off, I'm gonna move back to the middle because I have these in person. I have books that I've read / I'm reading. I am a slow reader. Okay, I will not be in a book club because I will not be finishing the book on time. I unfortunately did not read a lot when I was little, which I wish I did. The first one is Annihilation. It's a science fiction. This was incredible. I'll read the backs of both of them just because I don't want to spoil everything. In Annihilation, the first volume of Jeff Vandermeer's now classic Southern Reach series, Area X has been cut off from the rest of the continent for decades, and nature has reclaimed the last vestiges of human civilization. Expedition after expedition into Area X has failed to uncover its mysteries and the true nature of its danger to the world. Now, a 12th expedition makes the attempt, a group of 4 women. An anthropologist, a surveyor, a psychologist, and the narrator, a biologist. The mission is to map the terrain, record observations of their surroundings, and above all, avoid being contaminated by Area X. A harrowing cosmic mystery at the vanguard of eco-fiction, Annihilation has only become more pertinent to our reality 10 years after its first publication. Yeah, there were so many twists and turns in this book, I honestly could not put it down. And this book is only 195 pages, so even for a really slow reader like me, it was pretty fast to get through just because I was so enthralled with what was going on. I would also like to mention that when I was buying this at the Barnes & Noble that I was at, the cashier pretty much screamed in my face whenever she saw I was buying this. So that had me pretty confident that the book was gonna be good, and it was. I would give it, I wanna say 10 out of 10, so I guess I will. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. It was just really, it pulled out all my emotions. It's really funny. It's kind of like, it's a journal, so it's reading someone's inner dialogue, basically. The book I'm currently reading and that I wanted to finish before I filmed this video, but I was running out of time and I want to get this posted today. I'm reading Bunny. This is loosely based off of Alice in Wonderland, which is quite literally one of my favorite movies / stories of all time. So as soon as I connected the dots, I was like, this is a near perfect book. I am currently, there's 305 pages in it, and I'm currently on 279, so I'm so close to being done. I honestly have no idea how this book is gonna wrap up. I'll read you the back. A scholarship student who prefers the company of her dark imagination to that of most people. Samantha Heather Mackey is ultimately repelled by the rest of her graduate fiction writing cohort at New England's elite Warren University. A clique of unbearably saturating yet sinister rich girls who call each other Bunny and seem to move and speak as one. But everything changes when Samantha receives an invitation to the Bunny's fabled smut salon and finds herself inexplicably drawn to their front door, ditching her only friend, Ava, in the process. As Samantha plunges deeper and deeper into the Bunny's world and begin to take part in their monstrous experiments, the edges of reality begin to blur. Soon her friendships with Ava and the Bunnies will be brought into deadly collision. This book is awesome. Part 2 was my least favorite so far, just because I wish I could explain why, but just the way that the main character was acting in part 2 just kind of upset me, and the writing for her character in part 2, considering what her environment was, just kind of pissed me off, because the bunnies do piss me off, which I get is the point, I'm pretty sure. But the writing in this, again, is very human. It's kind of like you're talking to your best friend, which is awesome. I love when writing is very relatable, and I can read it like I am genuinely having a conversation with someone, which makes it really easy to read and lets me read it pretty fast. I have been reading this for a couple weeks, but that is also due to neglect, because it's hard for me to pick up a book, but once I pick it up, I'm in it. I was kind of confused for a while about what time period we were in. For some reason, I thought that this was a period piece, I now know what's not. Still not sure what the time period is, but it has to be pretty recent. Reading this book, I am honestly a little confused the entire time. Not confused as to what's really going on, I guess. It's just like a general state of confusion of the events in the book. But I'm understanding everything. I don't really think that makes sense. It's just kind of like, I'm always questioning what is going on. This book definitely always has me thinking, especially what's just gonna happen next, slash like what is generally happening. I'm still confused as to what is fact and what's false in regards to the more supernatural elements of this book, but I'm 100% in it. So far, I guess I would give this book, I think I'd give it a 8 out of 10, so far. Anyway, the ending might wrap it all up for me in a little bow and give me a 10, but part 2 was just honestly so grueling to get by. Just the way that the character was speaking and the environment she was in, I was like, genuinely, what the fuck? Definitely recommend. Super good. I know this is on a lot of book talk recommendations. I found this off of a book talk recommendation slash my best friend slash old roommate was also getting it, and I was like, oh, I might as well add one more book. So yeah, I got these at the same time. I'm reading a mystery thriller next, I believe, so I'm really excited about that, especially because I believe it revolves around summer, so I love a little summerween book. Yeah, that is the books I've read, and that is the end of my media of the week. Hopefully, as I go on, these videos won't be such a mess. I feel like it's hard to compile all my thoughts on a specific subject because there's just so much I want to talk about. Maybe I'll have to take more precise notes, but I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'm not doing this as like a form of you to buy more stuff. I think consuming media is good to a point. Like, I'm not asking you to sit down and watch all 11 seasons of Shameless in a week. Is that possible? I don't know, someone do the math and get back to me on that. But yeah, anyway, I hope this was enjoyable. I know this was kind of like a podcasty thing, but I thought it would be fun just to talk about the stuff that I watch, read, or intake over the week. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good Sunday night or whatever night, day, morning you're watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!